Hey guys, what is up? This is Mr. Gentle Zombie, and today I am back for episode 25 of my Let's Play here on Xilon Kingdom. And today, first of all, I want to thank you guys for 10 subscribers. It's a pretty small milestone, but you know what? You gotta start somewhere. And, getting the first 10, that's I'm very thankful for that. But anyway, first of all, today, as you may know, last episode we built a cow farm, but right now we have a bit of a problem. We need wheat, and we don't exactly have a good source of wheat. Manual wheat farms are simply not the way to go, but we have plenty of bone meal, so I think we need to just quickly build ourselves a bone meal based auto wheat farm. That way we should be able to breed all the cows we need. So I've gathered up all the resources. Well, not gathered, more just, went through my chests and found everything. And I've got the first few dirt blocks placed. So yeah, we're ready to get working on probably adding some of the, redstone around it. This should be pretty quick, and I'll just show you. I won't bother with a progress update. I'll just show you when it's done. So, unsurprisingly, I forgot some stuff. In addition to a bucket, which I came back for, I also didn't think to bring a minecart. And I'll probably just store a few. Actually, I might have been stupid. I bet I have some spare iron. Oh yeah, I have spare iron in my ender chest. Okay, but still. I'm just gonna head up here and give you all a nice look at the finished design. Ouch. This landing strip is significantly harder to use now, but, we've got this. Oh no, I forgot seeds. Yeah, there's no seeds here, unless you brought them with you. I did not. Still waiting on one last piece of dirt to become irrigated. Good. Oh, you're probably getting pretty bad FPS, but hey, it's working. And hey, it finally just tailed. Sweet. Okay, so I've been breeding cows for a while, and then just kind of AFKing, but something went wrong, clearly, and if we head to the back here, you can see we got some cows. I think the ones in the cells are fine. It's just that the baby cows haven't exactly been staying in that one block area that they were supposed to. So we're gonna open the door and just start slaughtering these cows. So hopefully this should get plenty of leather. Okay, did any escape? That's a lot of dead cows. So, I don't get how they're really escaping. I think we should probably not have that ladder. But anyway, we now have quite a bit of leather. Let's see if the ones behind all died, because if they didn't, we have a bit of a problem. So I guess they just aren't going down there. I think this might just be a case we're just gonna have to manually kill them. I hope the sweeping edge doesn't get... Yeah, it's just like they don't really fit down that hole so well when there are a lot of them. But anyway, that's a lot of cows. Let's just see the grand total of leather. And keep in mind I do have another like 3 stacks or so at the castle. But anyway, we'll put that in there. Okay, so look at all that leather. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stacks. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. So we'll be able to make about like 3 stacks of bookshelves. I think that might be enough. So it's been a lot of shenanigans, but I finally got my 3 stacks of bookshelves ready to go. And I think what'll look nice in the floor, not sure about anything at this point quite, now, but, and I do really want to put some work into this, so we're going to be trying a lot of different stuff, but what I really think would be good to start off with here is a nice border of brown terracotta around the edge. So first of all, I'll just get rid of all this sand. Hate the sand. I'm not gonna finish that quote, but anyway, I'm just gonna get this to the level we want it, and yeah, we should probably place down a torch. But yeah, now we can sort of start working on decorating this floor, and I want to do this kind of one layer at a time. So let's see what I can do here on this ground level. So I like this brown enough that I wanted to try out this. Sorry if you're hearing birds in the background. Should shut the window. But yeah, kind of like the look of this. I don't know. I think it might be time to head back to the orange though. Here near the center. And let's just take a look at, maybe if we're say up here though. How does this look? Made this a little bit annoying to navigate. Yeah, that color scheme fits pretty well. So we're definitely gonna have to figure out a more permanent lighting solution as well. So plenty of things to think about, but I'm gonna try to work on doing this, doing the center part of this floor. As you can see here, our pillar is a little bit wonky with respect to this. I think we got 5 blocks here and then 6 here, but it is correct with respect to the back corner because this room isn't quite a perfect square. So let's see what I can do here. Okay, that could work. Or maybe if we did one here. How does this look? You can still get in. Yeah, this is, it's kind of nice. And we could potentially, we can add maybe some furniture in here. I'd love to do a rug or something. But I do like having a little bit here, and I don't want to do too much, or, because these bookshelves, they're a little bit distracting, not gonna lie. I don't like having too many of these. So a lot of this is more going to be kind of this social area, and I think maybe this area I kind of want to transform into sort of a living room as well. But let me see what I can do sort of with this central area for reading. Okay, so I'm placing in a little table here, which actually that looks pretty nice. So as you can see, I went with a pretty bold design decision here, using the orange carpet, and creates kind of an interesting sort of this gradual kind of blend. You start off with a very dark brown, and then it gets lighter before we get into the orange, and then a much brighter orange. So, this, and then I've got a little sort of a chair. This is my reading area. Kind of like the exposed glowstone. It's a nice touch. And then this area is definitely a little bit dark, yeah. So give it a little cozy feel, but it's obviously all carpet, so we're good with that. And then we got the bookshelves in the on these sides here. Like, I don't know about you, but I kind of I'm liking this. I think there's a few more things we could do. Probably gonna do some stuff here on the walls. Nothing too major, but like, kind of what would happen if, for example, we go to the details that really can be the difference in a build. So, let's see, how am I going to do this? Oh boy, let me think about that. So, with the first floor pretty much complete, I want to move on to the second floor. Now, there's one practical aspect of this library. The entire thing, there's one thing that we do kind of need to have, and that's the enchantment table. So, let's remove this. Now, I figure, like, this thing, since it is practical, we should probably make it relatively accessible. So I think right here would be a good spot. And then we could do like, we'll see. Maybe we could go up here and do a torch. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a difficult one to place. Let's get some dirt. So I think maybe we can kind of surround the bookshelves. Then I'm not necessarily wanting to max it out, but it would definitely be important to have level 30. So we don't need one in there. I'll probably have to fill in some of these gaps because they do look pretty bad. But let me do some experimenting with the bookshelves. The bookshelves aren't particularly visible from here, which is a little bit disappointing. But anyway, here they are. And their finished product, I guess. I think we should probably do somehow is cap off this end. So let's maybe try out some spruce wood stairs. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. And we can't go any. It's pretty trash. Okay. Although we could try to lower the ceiling a bit. That's a little bit weird. Yeah, that's not, well, it would look kind of nice having, everything like that. Yeah, I think I might do that actually. Okay, so I've made a few modifications here to the second level, and I kind of like how I've been trying to make it look better from the bottom, but because that's always a big deal, but you can't really see all that much, so it's hard. Also, I've added some detail into these walls, the ones that are particularly flat. This one has a problem. I think it's, maybe not. So here I am kind of finishing up one of these final details. Designed to repeat, whoops, this part from over here. I really like the brown clay whenever I include it, so I'm gonna try to work some of that into it more, something like this. Not sure if the floor is a little boring, but the thing is, obviously the floor is a part of this ceiling, which I wouldn't want to change really. So we've got these in. I also extended this over so that way you can sort of see it from the bottom. Gives the bookcase a much better look from this angle. And yeah, these walls are no longer so flat. Got some fancy looking bookshelves. in here, and then we have our enchantment table over here. Obviously, is the one practical thing. I want this to be on the second level and not have to go up like 3 flights of stairs. But next up, we're going to be starting on this level. And then, actually, as a little fun fact, when we head up to this next level, I discovered we're actually not very far. Let's see if I can find it. From, as you can see, that entrance. So you know how I added an entrance on top out there. Let's give me some scaffolding. You know what? Why don't I just show you? This is sort of the plan. As we head up to here, we have this entrance, and so then we can actually maybe be able to enter the library from over here. So yeah, let's see what I can do on this level. Yeah, this level is next. Okay, so we have had a bit of a setback. Our server was down for pretty much all of Thursday Thursday at the times I was able to play. So I was planning on doing this later Thursday and this top part Friday, and then that still leaves Saturday for editing and maybe getting started on the next episode. But now I think we can still do both these layers Friday. I think today we'll be able to get this done because we have the style set. Obviously, there isn't too much decor that will be going on here. And yeah, so we've got some torch patterns, but we should probably swap out the torches on the walls with ones that are held by spruce fences. Well, I'm thinking of that. But one thing I do want to do is I want to sort of establish like the long bookshelf. So we can see this one here, but if we have a case like, let's see, how do we want to do this? Yeah, with this one it's easier. Okay, so if we have a case like, say, over here, I want to add sort of like a long, thin row. And it's going to be kind of like what we did, over here, but it's just going to be a little bit longer. So we can, I'm not sure, maybe if we want to go further, but let's try this. Yeah, I think this is about the right length. So yeah, you can see kind of the theme that we've got. And how do I want to do this? Where do I want to place this one? No, let's do this over here, and then we're gonna have to have some brown terracotta to cover this up, and then we can do our usual sort of bookshelf pattern, which, as you remember, is the 2 high, and this is sort of a way to excuse the fact that I may or may not have crafted quite a few bookshelves, but I figure, we've got them, so let's try to use them. So we've got this, and oh, you can see under there. That's a little bit annoying. I hadn't thought of that. You know what? Screw it. Yeah, I mean this works, and then we'll do the same thing here. So yeah, nothing too new about this design. I do like that you can see the bookshelves a bit more. And I just don't think there's room to do this stuff with spruce stairs, like we did for the other ones. But I'm going to do a set of the other kind on this side, and then we'll probably add a little corner decoration here. I think that'll work. Okay, so I've got these bookshelves down. They did not take long. Look quite nice. Got a little bit of an open area here, and the books over here. That leaves us to this final section of the library, where we're also going to have our little secret entrance thing. But while we're at it, fine. Just give in. Yeah. Again, you don't see too much of this because of all the, because it's the floor, I guess you could say. But it looks fine. It looks fine from the bottom, and you can sort of, come up here and take a look. A lot of very similar floors, actually, but I'm happy with how they look. The style that we've created. So, final one, I think we're going to do, first of all, should probably design, how we're going to do this entrance. But I'll sort of try to talk while I do that. So we'll kind of have the long bookshelves on this side. So this side will have the long bookshelves, and then I think we'll do the not so long ones on this side. If that makes any sense, it probably doesn't. But oh, we're wonky. Didn't realize that. So then we'll have our, I don't have anything with slabs, but that works. Oh, I have blocks now. Okay, so we can sort of do this, and then maybe I'll work on the tunnel in the next episode. Maybe I won't, or maybe I'll do it now. But we'll then have, of course, our probably a little have to extend this actually to do the no. So we're gonna have to extend this anyway, like that, I'm guessing. And I'll add, on here. But again, we might have to do this do that tunnel next episode. We'll see how that goes, although I do have Saturday. So now let's work on doing the bookshelf. Okay, so I've placed the torches on the wall here, and we should be good. Aside from, we got that one, I've got a mine. Let's pop down. Yeah, boy, that was pretty skilled. I'm not gonna lie. Although that section of the wall is a little dark, let's just head up there and pop one in right there. Okay, so I'll back off. I always like to have an empty hand here while I do these things. Fill up my hunger, and I think we have a completed library. Here's the look from down here. We got a nice lower level with some plants, we got a nice little carpet here and a good chair to read in. As we head up, we've got some more books, but then we also have a little enchanting area. And then let's see, and then these next two levels are just plenty of books. Again, the castle's owner, he's a big reader, we'll say. He likes his books. So and again, we got all sorts of books here, everything you could ever need, and of course a nice comfy chair to read them in. So I think that's about good. I think we can call the library done. Let's move on to that tunnel, though. So I want to create a really nice, dramatic sort of. Well, actually, this is kind of stupid. I want to create a nice reveal when we head into this library. So what I'm thinking is we're gonna make this pretty minimal. Maybe this is me just being lazy on my decor, but I feel like it could be cool, we have everything's, real small, and then boom, we're gonna hit you with the huge, and this won't really be lit either. We're gonna have a nice little and a tunnel here. So that should add to the reveal of our glorious library. Right now I'm gonna need a crafting table, but you know, I mean, I don't want to go too far on the spectrum, but again, I feel like this could be a pretty cool idea if I can find myself a crafting table. Okay, final block, boom. So now I have a nice little scene. I think maybe we'll add some doors here. Probably in here, so then it's a big time reveal as you enter. So some fairly minimalistic decor, but then we head in and boom. Oh yeah, this is good. This is good. I'm really happy with how this library looks. I didn't know if I could do it, but I incorporated some of these blue, green, yellow, crazy Technicolor bookshelves. And I think it looks pretty nice. So I want to thank you all for joining me in this library decor journey. And I will see you all in the next episode.